Well, hey everybody. So there's, I've never used a gun like that. Have you done this before, Leah?
I have not.
So we both, Leah and I haven't done it, and I would say quite easy and very, very successful.
They look like potato smashers.
Electric potato smashers that mash your plastic together. Man, if I would have had one of these 20 years ago, I could have fixed so much stuff that I threw away. So many kids' toys I could have fixed.
Gosh.
But anyway, definitely, I'll put the links down. I just went and found any old gun, and then, used an angle grinder with a big disc on it.
It's called a plastic welding gun.
Plastic welding gun. All right, we both give it a thumbs up. It was definitely an easy do-it-yourself thing, so it's not like rocket science.
It's very satisfying.
It's very satisfying. Taking something broken and making it work. Well, I feel like a craftsman. You feel like a crafts lady? She feels like a crafts lady. So we both got a little emotional high out of this deal. All right, I'm standing inside a polyethylene tank that I got for free. Let's see, there's my thumb and there's the edge of the tank, so it's almost an inch thick, 3/4 of an inch thick, but when moving it, it was super heavy, and I cracked the bottom with my fork truck. That's unfortunate, and I've got a crack here to fix, and I got a crack here to fix, and I want to get this clean. I got a supposedly 2 inches of rain coming in
Tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow it might just storm. It said no rain. 1.5 inches of rain in Thursday, which is 5 days away. So anyway, I'm going to clean this. I'm going to prep these floors. I'm going to patch them. Yep. And get this all prepped. I did the math on this before. What does the side say? It says something about capacity or something there.
Tank, it says...
It's quite a bit. 5,000 gallons here.
5,000.
All right. So this, if I catch 2 inches of rain off of that roof, is 380 gallons. So I might get 700 gallons in here. We'll see. But let's clean this up and take care of it now. And there's a lot of dust in here, so when I start dumping it out, you'll want to run for the hills. And when I start dumping the dust, just run away, because I don't know which way it'll blow. You know what I mean? So these 2 pieces of plastic I don't want. And look at this. What those are. Well, that took a little bit. That dirt was been in here for a while. I didn't find any other breaks other than the ones I had noted earlier, with this being the most pronounced. Well, that turned out that I see a lot more damage than initially. The spider cracked away from that crack. That goes back to the thought you had about coating it with epoxy. Wire to start with. There we go. All right. Well, I'm going to start by all the crack ends I'm going to get, and then I'm going to work my way down. I don't want to kneel on any of those because it'll really hurt. The biggest problem for me is I have a little shake in my hand, and putting the wires into the gun, it's a little teeny opening, and that's a little difficult for me. You probably won't have that same problem, but... Well, this is going pretty fast. It's mighty hot today. I'm going to guess it's 90 where I'm sitting in the full sun. It's hard for me with the shake to do these, get these in there just right, but it's working out. I'm going to put one across this kind of to hold it all together. And I'm keeping my knee on the brake parts, but there's little spider cracks that are coming out here. So the second phase of this, I bought what I thought was a big kit of fiberglass with the epoxy, and it turns out it's probably not enough epoxy. This is going pretty well.
It looks really good.
Yeah, but man, it's just got so many more cracks than I expected, you know? And then the shake makes it hard for me to put it in. If I put it in wrong and it's a little loose, it's too hot then for me to touch. And I gotta wait, you know.
Well,
And the weighty part I don't like.
I'm gonna bring the Ranger over here, pick up all this debris that I swept up, and then I'm gonna go dump it in that pile over there.
Oh, fun. Did you want me to roll the log over with the
No, let me.
tractor?
No, I just want to clean up my area first.
All right.
I kept stepping on everything.
Oh, yeah. Well, I should stress that Leah and I are both a novice at this. First time ever using this gun. I later on say I wish I had it for a long time. It would have been very handy. But this is 1-inch thick polyethylene, and I'm putting staples where I can, both front and back. In this particular case where I damaged it on the bottom, I'm just fixing all the spider cracks. Every now and then I put one to transect it, as well as the S-shaped wires. So over this I'll put the fiberglass, as I mentioned. As a beginner, I have to say this is super easy. Not hard at all. Anybody could do this. There's a lot of different fittings in there. There was some additional plastic for me to weld and a little welding tip. In addition, I'm off-grid, so I'm using indoor solar. I will mention safety. Oh my gosh, if you kneel on these, they are going to pierce you something fierce. So be very careful if you're in a situation like me where I'm in. So here Leah jumps in, and I'm getting tired. So about an hour it took to fix this crack, but this is a $4,000 to $10,000 tank. So repairing this thing, and the gun was under $100. I'll put the link in. I had no brand loyalty. I just picked any old one. But Leah jumped in and did 15-20 minutes of it, and she really liked it. So after I done with this spot and she's done with her work, she comes back and finishes the outside. What I'm doing there is I'm following cracks that haven't broken through. They're just little spider cracks. I just wanted to reinforce them as I went, just to make double sure. because a lot of weight's going to go on this thing, tens of thousands of pounds. So I wanted to cover that. But love this stuff. All right, well, there's one on the sidewall Leah started already. And I'm going to do the sidewalls on both sides in order to reinforce it. Hey,
Yes?
every now and then run one the other way too,
Okay.
so the next one. And I don't know if I'm supposed to, but that's how I've been doing it.
Okay.
And here, you could just grab a new one and I'll untangle those. They're hard when they get tangled.
Shit.
Yeah, so this was will be my second earth bag project. The first was the bridge bulkheads, and then it'll be this. I never did get any of those. And then I got worn out, dropped it, and one of them fell out. I just said, never mind, dropped it, and it untangled itself.
Okay, this one. See what I'm saying?
What don't you like about it?
So the crack is higher on the right side than it is the left side, so it's making it an uneven. See?
Yeah, I see. So it pushes your
pushing-
gun in one way or the other.
Yes. So what I'm thinking is maybe this will be better going sideways.
Well, that's why I said go up to the clamp and I'll leave it. And then I'll have you do the other side, and then we'll come and we'll finish it.
Well, that's why I'm thinking it'll be better to do it this way.
Sure.
I don't know. You need to try.
I don't know. Everybody else shows you going up in a snake pattern, right?
Mm-hmm.
One nice thing when I dug this pit and I put it down, it was mostly level, but if it's not level across the top, I'll cut it so it's level. But letting it sit here for a couple of weeks, it's kind of relaxed into the hole.
Yeah.
And it's a little more round. Because this was really hard for me to get in here. It was all muddy, and it had everything had a mind of its own. And it's over 1,000 pounds. I think I looked it up on the tables, and it was at least 1,200 pounds. And it was just super hard for me to maneuver.
Yeah, I don't know how you did it by yourself.
I made the hole 6 inches bigger around than I needed it, and that gave me a little bit, but no, it was a problem. And now with the middle part popping up, I'm like, well, what's that about, you know? I'm expecting that to heal itself.
Maybe let's look at it in the morning and see what it
No,
looks
I mean,
like.
when I put water in it, I'm expecting that to go
yeah.
boom, down, but maybe not, I don't know. But this kit wasn't much of anything. It was like $100,
Oh,
and
this is the coolest invention. I'm telling you what.
yeah,
This is really neat.
yeah.
They look like little snakes.
They do. And then we'll move over to the other side, and then you can work on the outside while I go get the grinder. And I'll grind all these off. I need my glasses, you know. So let's just go switch over to there. Yeah, in my opinion, go like a finger's width away from the end of it, and then I think you'll have the, you know, the pressure of the. This thing's almost as high as you. I said it was 4 foot, but it's almost 5 foot deep.
I'm 5'2". This is about 4'8".
4'8". All right. Hey, look what he's doing. Blaze does this stuff all the time, everybody. He's into my hay bale.
Did the wind?
Darn his hide. No, I did that when I was getting the stuff out of there.
Oh. Blaze.
Well, darn his hide.
I will go close it.
I'll get it in a minute here. You got it?
Not all the way up because the thing's still there. So what did you want me to do?
Oh, okay. But here we go. This is by far. This is the right way to do it. It's super fast, super clean. You know, I would have been 20 minutes doing that manually. So just zipped right through. Alright, I'll give it the foot test. Oh, found one. A little rough right here. Alright, that cleaned that up in a heartbeat. And then I'll mix up some fiberglass and put fiberglass down. Excited, Leah, to have it ready for rain. And then, you know, I got to get the roof, got to put the gutters back up. But again, tomorrow will be 16 miles an hour wind, so I'll wait until Monday when it says it's 2 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Alright, so my goal is to make this watertight, as well as protect those, whatever, I'm not sure what those are made of, I haven't looked them up, as well as to make sure that those don't rust. I'm not quite sure how I want to do this. I can't really see what I'm doing. Okay. right. And that wind is just beating me up with nastiness. All right. All right. Good enough. That's what I call good enough.
At least it's not as windy as it has been.
I know. Getting lucky. I got 20 minutes to get this done. Before I don't know what happens. Something will happen.
It'll harden.
Yeah. Well, maybe that was enough, eh?
Looks like it.
Maybe. The wind would stop blowing dust into my little project. I would appreciate that. I feel good about that. I'm gonna call that mixed. We'll find out. It's gooey. I'll put another layer on it. Now, which way did this go? It looks like it went this way. Yeah. It did. You okay?
Yeah.
All right. I just want to make sure that's expected noises and not you, I don't know, getting swallowed up by a dirt hole.
Well, it's a little bit of both. So.
You heard me while you were working, did it? I said, oh, an amateur. I caved in the wall. So I saw some video of some kids on spring break, and they had dug a tunnel into the beach sand. And oh, they were having so much fun, these kids playing in the beach sand, and the dad and me just couldn't stand it.
Why?
I mean, they would have suffocated when that wall, they built tunnels into beach sand.
Oh, it didn't collapse on it.
Oh, they didn't. They lucked out. God smiled on their drunken foolishness and let them miss the physics lesson for that day. And then I'm like, oh, well.
That is dangerous because it's like quicksand.
Oh, no, you're suffocating in a matter of seconds, right? You know, because what if you're on the exhale when it falls down on you? You're dead, man.
Yep.
Those kids were having fun, so much fun. And then, you know, that's just what they want. They want an old guy to come and go, hey, kids, you know. But I felt it. I felt like doing exactly that.
Natural selection.
Yeah. Well.
It's like all those kids are at spring break during COVID, remember?
Yeah, I do. All right, so it's beginning to firm up. I'm going to call that little diaper-shaped thing a full and complete success. I'm going to order another kit for both sides. All right, everybody. Leah's finishing up the outside. I got the inside fiberglass there. Patched fiberglass. I'm feeling good about that. Tomorrow I'll get the that fitting done. I might do something with that. Again, when I order these fiberglass kits, I don't know, and as a kid, fiberglass meant a lot. These meant a little. So we'll see. But good bit of work. It turns out it's not 3 o'clock, it's 5 o'clock. We're not just daylight savings. We're like on a whole different time zone part of the world. But anyway, this is to solve my water problem. This is to solve my water problem. I truly believe it will. 5,000 gallons will go a long way. There's my roof that I'll catch it from right there and there. Eventually it'll have a great haul and it'll catch it. And I calculated it up, and I'll be catching like 1,200 gallons of water per inch or something like that. Quite a bit of water, more than enough to fill this up. All right, like, subscribe, follow me along. Bye.